Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Money Monday. It's Nakia here. Happy Monday. We're back again with another Money Monday episode. I'm excited to share this topic with you guys. So come on in. We have a few minutes. We're going to let people get settled, get into the live, and then we're going to start in about two and a half minutes. So welcome to Money Monday. Tonight we're talking about lifestyle creep, also known as lifestyle inflation. And I think that this is it's an interesting topic because we know that this happens, but I want to, again, give you some ideas of what you can do for lifestyle creep. I'm going to give you some actionable steps. I think I have 8 of things that you can do to limit and reduce lifestyle creep. So just come on in. We're going to let people get on. Hey, Carla, welcome to Money Monday. If you can hear me okay, would you give me some hearts? I'm testing out my new microphone tonight. Perfect. Thank you, thank you. Good. I'm gonna replay. I always re-listen to my audio and see, what's working and what's not working. So I'm gonna test it out as well when we're finished. But I want to make sure that you all can hear me clearly with this new mic. You just gotta try it out, try something out till it works, right? Kind of like with your money. So that's what we're doing. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So once again, welcome to Money Monday. Tonight we're talking about lifestyle creep, and I'm going to be addressing what that looks like. Hey Candy, welcome to Money Monday. We're going to be talking about some actionable things that you need to be aware of and some things that you can do as well, okay? So as I said earlier, lifestyle creep is also known as lifestyle inflation. And basically what it means is that your standard of living increases as your discretionary income increases, okay? And it can be tricky because this happens gradually over time, right? So think about your lifestyle when you first got out of college versus your lifestyle now. Throughout your life, you've had some lifestyle creep. Now, with lifestyle creep, you want to be very careful because it can lead you to living a paycheck to paycheck. It can lead you to using more debt, increasing your debt, the amount of debt that you have. And so you really have to be aware of it so that you kind of know what's going on and you're still in control. Now, let me tell you what it looks like. So you get a new job, you get a raise, and you automatically get a car. You get a promotion, you buy a bigger house. Okay, so your lifestyle is steady increasing. The amount of money that you owe people is steady increasing as you get more money. You're eating out more. You're overindulging. Maybe certain luxuries that you couldn't afford, now you can afford. So maybe you have a house cleaner that comes in and cleans your house. Maybe you're shopping at different stores. So instead of shopping at Express, now you're going to Nordstrom's, right? You make good money on paper, which is what my husband likes to say. So you make good money, right? You might be making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 a year, but that's not necessarily reflected in your lifestyle, or that's not reflected in your bank account because it looks like you make good money, but you don't really have a lot to show for it. And then another way you can tell if lifestyle creep is creeping up on you is your threshold changes, right? So when you used to say, oh, like $100 or $200 is a lot of money, now you're saying, oh, it's just $500, it's nothing, right? That's a sign that you may be experiencing some life creep. Now, the last thing that you can do to understand if you've had some life creep is if your number changes. And we've talked about your monthly number before, and it's basically just the amount it costs you to live each month. So if 2 years ago, 3 years ago, your monthly number was $2,000 and now it's $5,000, you definitely have had some lifestyle creep somewhere within that time frame. Okay, and so you really need to be aware of that. Now, lifestyle creep is relative. Everything is relative, right, to your point of view. And some lifestyle creep is good because if you had a certain lifestyle where maybe you weren't doing as well, maybe you were in college, maybe you had roommates, maybe you hit a rough patch, a rough year, and you have to take a step back for COVID or whatever the situation is, of course your lifestyle is going to increase and it's going to get better as you are making more money and building your lifestyle back up. But you have to be aware of that, okay? So that you can fix it, you can address it, and you can pivot. Something else I want you to be aware of is how lifestyle creep can impact your life. So it really impacts your savings. I read somewhere that since 2020, incomes have gone up about 20%, but saving has gone down almost 50%. So the amount of money that people are saving has gone down dramatically, although they're making more money. That's a sign that they're experiencing some lifestyle creep. Okay, it can also impact your money goals. So if you wanted to buy a house and that goal is getting pushed further and further and further out, you may have experienced some lifestyle creep. If you wanted to pay off your student loans and that just hasn't happened, you may have experienced some lifestyle creep. So you want to be aware of that, because you don't want to be someone that has a high income. You're making $100,000 a year and you're still living paycheck to paycheck. That's not what you want, because if anything happens, you're not going to be able to sustain that lifestyle, and you're going to have to make some drastic changes just to stay afloat. So you really have to be aware. So what is it that some things that you can do? The first thing that you can do is go back to the basics. If you guys notice, every Money Monday has a theme, and not just the topic, right? But the underlining tone of Money Monday is you have to budget your money. You have to manage your money, and you have to review your budget often. That's what's going to help you to determine if you're experiencing lifestyle creep or you're not. And I'll give you an example. Maybe like 4 or 5 months ago, I noticed that my husband and I, we were spending a lot of money on food, right? Groceries, eating out, ordering food, just nonsense. All of this money we were wasting, and it was due to lifestyle creep, right? Of us making more money, and that money is being wasted on food. So I noticed that, I was aware of that, and I noticed it in my budget. So then I was able to go back, and we were able to sit down and come up with a new strategy of how we're going to prevent this lifestyle creep. That's why your budget is so important, because it's going to allow you to understand and see where your money is going and where it should be going versus where it's actually going. The second thing is you want to make sure that you're saving money. So pay yourself first. I cannot stress this enough. Your budget is going to be the safety net that you need. If something happens, when something happens, an emergency is coming, right? So you want to make sure that you're prepared, even if you have more discretionary income, even if you are making more money, so that when the hard times come, you can be prepared. Ideally, you want to have at least $1,000 in emergency savings. If you really want to ramp up your emergency savings, aim for 3 to 12 months of emergency savings. But you need something in your emergency savings so that when something happens, you can be prepared. The third thing is to know your money goals. So at the beginning of the year, we talked about setting money goals. We talked about reviewing them in June and really making sure that you're on the right track. So if you do have extra discretionary income, instead of letting that lifestyle creep and that shopping and that eating out impact where that money is going, review your money goals so that you can focus on those and reallocate some of that money to those money goals. And then the fourth thing is to set the right money goals, right? So you know what your situation is. If you don't have an emergency fund, strengthen your emergency fund. If you have a lot of debt and you're really trying to change your lifestyle for the long term, focus on paying off your debt, right? Focus on retirement. The earlier you start saving for retirement due to compounding interest and that whole theory, the better off you'll be. So make sure that if you do have some extra discretionary income, that's going to where it's supposed to be going to, and you're not just blowing that money. And then the fifth thing is to delay spending extra money. So whenever you get a promotion, if you get a windfall, if you pay off debt and you have extra wiggle room in your budget, if you're getting extra money from your side hustle, try not to spend that money right away, right? Hold it for a week, hold it for 2 weeks. And then after that time, if you still need something or you still want something, that's going to help you. But in that time, that's going to give you an opportunity to let go of some of those emotions that you're feeling. And we talked about that last week, and really get a clearer picture of, is this really what I want to do, right? So focus on that. The sixth thing is to use sinking funds. So sinking funds are basically specific savings account that goes for a specific reason. So for example, you may have a vacation sinking fund, You may have a new wardrobe sinking fund. You may have a new car sinking fund where you say, okay, I'm going to save X amount of dollars for a down payment on a new vehicle. You may have a home buying sinking fund. So it's a fund that goes to something in particular, right? And so when you have a sinking fund, that's going to help you stop that impulse spending. So you have an extra $500, $600 a pay period on your check. Instead of eating that money away or shopping that money away or going to a concert or doing the different events and all of these different things, you're actually going to allocate that money to your sinking fund, and that's going to help with your money goals. And then 7 is to limit your life money. We've talked about life money before, what it is, how to use it, what it looks like. But something that I absolutely want you to remember is to limit how much your life money is. It should have a cap, right? To everything in moderation. Anything that you do excessively is not going to be good. And that's including spending money. So yeah, you can have a good time and you can spend money to have fun and money that doesn't have to be tracked and allocated for, but it should definitely have an amount that's built into your budget that's not limitless, okay? And then 8 is to reduce your debt and keep it low. One of the things that I've struggled with on my journey is credit cards, right? For some reason, my brain does not understand that the money is going to be owed, okay? I get it, but the point I'm trying to make is keep your debt low. The lower your debt goes, the more you can reallocate that money. And so you're not participating in lifestyle creep. You're not saying, oh, I got a credit card, I'll just charge this $1,000 X, Y, and Z, and then I'll pay it off later because I'm making the money, right? So focus on reducing your debt and keeping your debt low so that you can reallocate those funds to where they're supposed to be allocated to. And you're not going to be spending your extra money from your promotion, your extra money from your new job on lifestyle creep. Now, like I said, some lifestyle creep is good, right? Because of course you want to start living better and you want to start eating better and eating more organic, the more money you make. That's not the problem. The problem is when that lifestyle creep happens unknowingly and you're not aware of it. You don't have a way to track it. You don't even know it's happening. You just know that one day you have some money and the next day you don't, right? So be aware of that lifestyle creep. Make sure that the lifestyle you're living aligns with your goals, with your budget, with what you're trying to accomplish. And then once all the business is handled, fine, it is what it is. But you definitely want to be aware of the lifestyle creep or the lifestyle inflation so that you can fix it, so that you can adjust, and so that you can pivot from it. Okay? So thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed this Money Monday. Start looking at your budget and figuring out where you're actually overspending, right? And you don't intend to. Find out where you've maybe been, losing money or missing out on saving or missing out on working towards your goals this week due to lifestyle creep. Okay? I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing week. I will see you next Monday. Don't forget to join the Lifestyle Reset waitlist. The link is in my bio. I'm restructuring some things. I'm figuring out the date that I'm going to launch, but I will keep you guys posted. Have a good week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.